On second down, here's Fournette. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now Bortles on the bootleg. Looking long for Westbrook. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's picked off by Bryce McCain.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. For 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, 46 yards. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Bortles now on first down. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Now, that incompletion gives us an opportunity to talk about what some people dubbed Shutout Sunday this last week in the NFL. Well, we have 3 shutouts that we saw?
Yeah, for the first time since 2012, matched the total number of shutouts all of last season. How about Denver getting shut out by the Chargers? That's the first shutout for the Broncos since 1992, 394 games worth. So that's a big deal. The Colts, goose egg against Jacksonville. Jacksonville also put 10 sacks on them in that game. And the Cardinals went all the way to London, Twickenham Stadium, in fact, to get shut out by their division rival, LA Rams.
Defenses reign supreme. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Smith. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Derrick Henry all alone. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 79 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Bortles to throw once more. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Bortles now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Smith. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Following the interception here, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Dancing to his left. Airing it out for Hearns. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. They go play action here on 1st down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now he's forced out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Eric Walden coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he works free. Bowls him over. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. They give him a gain of 38. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, this from 37. Missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Mariota gives to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Mariota now. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Bortles now to throw. And he is going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Bortles. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus." because they think this one is over. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. In motion right comes Matthews. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. 23 yards on the play. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Bortles now on 1st down. Completes it to Lee. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably